African player of all time, in your opinion?
Of all time, I'll be biased and I'll go for Abedi Pele. I have other choices, but I'll go for Abedi. Yes, Ghanaian connection. Yes.
The best African player of all time is Essien.
I'm gonna split some hairs now. It's gotta be Yaya Toure.
Is it?
It has to be for what he did in the Premier League. I know a lot of people are gonna be cussing me here. The dominance that he's shown in the Premier League and for Ivory Coast. Yeah.
For me, the greatest player of all time, Yaya Toure, is the best. Him and Abu Treika from Egypt. What he's done with Manchester City was amazing during 4 years and didn't get one time best Premier League player. It's sad, but for me, he's the best player.
Mine is Mohamed Salah because I am Egyptian. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but what he's done in the Premier League is remarkable. I don't think in my lifetime I'll see another Egyptian player ever achieve that, so I've got to show him love.
I'll say Samuel Eto'o. Achievements for club, achievement for country, individual achievements as well.
I think I will agree with him. He was a brilliant player, exciting to watch as well. Couldn't have.
C.
Palmer, Chelsea.
D.
Declan Rice, Arsenal.
E.
Eddie Militao, Real Madrid.
F.
Federico Valverde, Real Madrid.
G.
Gavi, Barcelona.
H.
Haaland, Man City.
Oh my God. I.
Isaac, Newcastle.
J.
Jamal Musiala, Bayern Munich.
K.
Kevin De Bruyne, Man City.
L.
Lionel Messi, greatest of all time, Inter Miami.
That is good. M.
Martinelli, Arsenal.
N.
Nwaneri, Arsenal.
O.
Osimhen, Galatasaray.
P.
Pedro Neto, Chelsea.
Q.
Kwasan, Liverpool.
R.
Ronaldo, Al Nassr.
S.
Saka, my love, my greatest. Arsenal.
T.
Trossard, Arsenal.
U.
Mendy, Real Sociedad.
Just take, you're too good.
Thank you.
Thank you for more. Name of football players from A to Z. A.
Ademola Lookman, Atlanta.
B.
Badiashile, Chelsea.
C.
Osimhen missed Nigeria's recent doubleheader against Libya, but returns in top form after impressive performance for that Galatasaray Turkey side. Ahead of the Super Eagles' crucial matches, Osimhen scored twice in Galatasaray trailing 3-2 win over Samsunspor, which sees him as a confident boost to the national team. And back again after the game, the Napoli-owned striker expresses excitement and confidence following the strong showing. Reflecting on the match, Osimhen highlighted how the victory lifted his and his teammates' spirit as they prepare to join their respective national side. Victor Osimhen is what he said. The victory was important. We will go to the Super Eagles with this self-confidence. Weekend time again, the weekend kickoff, a whole lot of controversial talk. The more it's getting close, the more it's getting very scary. I don't know what you make about that one. The Super Eagles of Nigeria will be assembling in Kigali to play that very big game, and it will be starting very soon. As you know, March 21 is the date, and just on the weekend kickoff, what we like to do is to give you all of the analysis and everything that has to do with sports on the show. But the biggest of them all is that there's a big talk at this point in time about Eric Chell, Victor Osimhen, the national team. But I welcome you in. Good morning. My name is Kizike. So we have this one I will be bringing to you shortly. But you know what has been trending on social media is the biggest of them all, where we are saying who would be replacing Moses Simon. He's out, he's injured, he can't play now. The story is saying he can return quickly, but I don't really think the manager have to wait on that point. Who would replace him? That's the question. And let's bring you a clip, just a short one about Ejuke. You see the guy making some of this, see, I just feel, we said it on the show, that Ejuke is the perfect replacement for Moses Simon. I think you would go for like for like. Like for like, that's Moses Simon you have on your screen. Like for like works for me. You don't want to tell me you go for someone else like we saw what happened. Nathan Teller got off, and then they replaced Nathan Teller with who? Toru Nariga. He's a defender, so it's not a like for like. So why? I don't know. But let's bring you this one. Just watch Ejuke. That's the man I'm talking about. This is Moses Simon. He's ruled out for this very one. But according to reports, time is saying he just might still be involved. But if you ask me, my opinion, honest opinion, I would say let him stay aside for now. It's a crucial game. It's not a time to hamper or to pamper any player. He's a key player for the national team. But this guy, watch this guy. Watch him. Just watch this guy. And you keep, this is Ejuke. Watch him. Watch this. Goodness me. What more can be said? This is a Nigerian player. He plays for Sevilla. This is like at the training ground. This is what he's been doing. He's been physical fit anytime he gets to play. Watch him. Watch every time he's on the ball. He knows what to do. This is like one of the Nigerian players in the Spanish side. Watch him. That's Ejuke. You see, you can see that. A very good player, very fantastic, and he started to smash. And he scored. So this is the training ground. I just hope maybe he might be getting the color. But in the early hours of today, I was able to connect with the guys. I had to go before I had to freshen up, come back again to the studio, and we had to talk about this. I had Jerry Apelwai, I had also David E, and then Ikechukwu. They like to call him the controversial one. And guess what? That show was like an eye-opening. You just don't want to miss. That segment will bring it now just so you see for yourself where radio, TV presenters analyze, we criticize, and we talked so deep about who should be excluded and is there politics in our football. My men mouth not good again. They just bust everywhere. Even me, we call it and say, no, that they're not grill. They just bust. If you want to enjoy that video, just stay with us. I'll be back shortly with you. Enjoy this very clip. Big segment out now. Just exactly that segment that you want to see, you want to wait, you know how it goes very well. Welcome again, very time to see who made the call up. You know the story about the Nigerian Super Eagles, the players included in that very one. And guess what? Today, this morning, we have a very big house. It's a big house, full Saturday house that we analyze, talk, digest, and then who made a call and who should not be in that very list. But then, my name is Kizzy K, and I have with me, these people when I get for here, they're not getting introduction. They just did. They already know them. They don't know themselves. When I come on a show full house, maybe they say they don't make them. See the full house. Okay, so I have this man. This is Ike. That's David E. And also Jerry Apelwai. Now, I know the matter now. Local room king with this one. But that.
It's very interesting you introduce Ike as just Ike. It didn't add controversial.
okay, Ike the controversial one.
Better.
Why you going? What do you mean that?
When Mourinho came to Chelsea, he said special one. When Klopp came to Liverpool,
right, he
said the only one. Now introduce him.
Ike, so master the game. We have Ike the controversial one. Why are you surprised the controversial? All right, so back to business. Definitely get to talk about this one. Yeah, it's really trending out there. And talking about the Nigerian Super Eagles, who made the cut. Are you a fan of that very one? We know the story is out there. And when we bring the list to you, you know that there is a whole lot of controversial talk in between the Nigerian players who made a call. Don't forget, March 21 is the day where we see Nigeria playing away from home in Kigali. And we know if we can get that result, it's a must win. For this one, I don't talk I'm fan, I go talk I'm again. 49-38, 3-0, 1-0, any result we will get in our result. But it's not this note that we should be talking about the scoreline. But all we need to do is to give them the support, the maximum support that they need. Then, Eric Chell, good luck. Okay, you have on your screen now, that's the full list before we got the news about that very man who got out. So with this list, you already know that Ademola Lookman is still involved. Moses Simon is ruled out for that very one. We have also Nathan Teller. That's the latest. Okay, look, Simon is the latest, right? We heard the news about on Friday, Thursday night ahead of Friday, where his coach have come to say he can't depart. He's still having that ankle injury. He needs to be rested. So, guys, if you now look at the Nigerian lineup now and the team selection, let me even start with Jerry. This is like the first time Jerry's on the weekend kickoff. UAB says what they did. They carried us the goal ahead master and not did it. But tell me this quickly. Let's talk about the lineup, the team. Not the lineup now, the team generally. Are you a fan of what you see?
As far as Nigeria is concerned, any Nigerian is concerned anywhere in the world. And with that being said, with all we have seen, we are not happy that things are going the way it is.
Right.
But we have to look forward. They say forward ever, backward never. Eric Chell is here. What are we expecting against Rwanda? The team list is out. Some will say this is not the best, but of course, we take a look at it, whether you like it or not, the starting 11 against Rwanda is mostly known from what we've seen from this 23-man squad.
Yeah, definitely, sure.
So it's now left to see whether they will be fit. That's just the major worry. Whether Trust Ekong will be fit, whether Nwambali will be fit, whether Osimhen. Because the reason why we're in this situation is because Osimhen was not available for much of the games, if not all the games that we've played so far, as far as the World Cup qualifiers is concerned. If Osimhen is fit and available against Rwanda, I think we'll not have to worry about 3 points. The defense should do their job, the midfield should do their job. Then we can go to bed and say, okay, 3 points in the bag. But will it be enough? Time will tell.
Okay, so I really don't know what Nigerians are hoping for aside results. It's not time to talk about margin, David. Talking about margin, should we be counting on margin or just go and get the result, which anyway?
You know, I honestly buy the fact that Jerry did mention if some players are fit, we are good to go. But we hear, just like you mentioned a couple of minutes ago, that Moses Simon is out. So who would be coming in for him? We've been clamoring and saying why the exclusion of Cyril Deza that has been in an amazing form over time. Now, if that would be maybe a compensation for the young man called Deza, because he's been fantastic. I mean, this season he's been getting in the goals, getting assists, and such a player with that level of assists and goals is not being called up in the national team. What exactly is Eric Chell cooking? What exactly is Egwuatu cooking? Because we also hear that it is not totally Eric Chell's selection. This is the technical team putting up names together. But we don't know how true some of this.
But Egwuatu has come to deny that. He has debunked it. That's what I'm saying. He's saying now that it's about the manager. He has
Egwuatu will tell you saying give a list. That's the way it is. Now we give this man a job. We tell him what to do.
Is that how it's done?
Well, this is Nigeria. And in fact, Africa as a whole, there is that, interference with whatever job you give somebody, and that goes to tell about our person. You are not trusting this person well enough to handle this thing. Why give him the job? But again, in all sincerity, if our players are truly fit, and of course with what we've been seeing in the past couple of weeks in the entire leagues around the world, then I can tell you for a fact that Rwanda has got no hold on us at all.
Okay, so when you look into that very one thing is certain. I don't know at this point in time what's really going on in Kigali. They know it's a very big game. They are preparing for Nigeria. Like, they know we are coming big. All of the support we heard about the PSG, the presidential support group, a whole lot. And we've talked about the fan base, the supporters club coming together as one, like unity. This would work. But like I already said, it's about the players as well, knowing what it takes to get out there to get the result in Kigali against the Mahoro people. But Ikechukwu, Cyril Deza has been making waves out here. Let's go on the part. The list, first of all, to start with. Then you put in Deza to your conversation. Are you happy with the list?
Okay, I'll start with what David was saying when he was saying there were rumors of
the coach,
the hands of Esau and the voice of Jacob in the list. But the truth is, this is no rumor. I mean, he talked about the denial of them being part of the whole list.
He said it, so.
But the truth is this, right? There's a reason why Fela sang that Unknown Soldier, because when these guys go out...
What song is that?
Unknown Soldier. So when these things happens, right? When they go out to commit this sort of crime, they don't go with name tags so that you'll not be able to identify them, right? So this case, right, if you look at this list very well, how can Kayode Bankole, the third choice goalkeeper, the third choice goalkeeper of Super Eagles, be the second choice goalkeeper in his club, and the man who is putting him on the bench is the third choice goalkeeper in Benin Republic? So for a manager who is just coming,
Tanzania.
Sergi Obasa is the number one goalkeeper for Remo Stars.
I thought you talked about Obasanjo.
No, I'm talking about Obasa. Obasa is putting Bankole on the bench. And Bankole is supposed to be our third choice goalkeeper. And is behind number 3 of Benin Republic. So it tells you we have Uche Onri who is doing fantastically well for him, but we have other goalkeepers who are actually number 1 for their club. Why are they not invited? Now let's talk about Cyril Deza. Cyril Deza's omission was a shock. Okay, this Simon is now injured. Now we are looking. When Nathan Teller got injured, an attacker, he was replaced with Tonariga, who is a defender. Now he begs for answers. Now you know the team, you know how you want to play. Perhaps you decide to go with a team defense line. A defender got injured, an attacker got injured. It's expected for you to bring in another attacker, right? But then he chose to bring another defender. It tells you again that he really wasn't part of the whole selection process, right? Now the team, we'll just have to hope that this team stays fit going into that particular game and play their hearts out for the manager. Now, at this point, he's not going there to do anything. He's just going there to manage the team, right? There's nothing he's going to do. Now, if he can actually contain the dressing room, let the boys look at him and say, we're going to play for you, and then we're going to get our 3 points. I have no doubt that we're going to get all 3 points in this
both games.
Yes, on both games. But my biggest fear is not even the Rwanda game. I'll keep saying this. Super Eagles can always turn up in a big game. When it comes to those games that is, we're expected to win, then that's where we start having problems. Okay,
so like I rather said, on African shows, we know how African football goes. In Africa, when you get a draw, you're a big side. That's what happens in African football. We like to say there are minnows in the game, right? But in Africa, it looks quite different now. We've seen a lot of sides like Comoros, the Benin Republic side, they gain results even away from home. That's how African football is. I will use the word developing. But looking at that list, that's one thing. I don't know what you make. Is there any player that you think should be involved that we don't have on the list? Now, Jerry, you heard David and Ike saying it straight to the face. They are really sounding very clear that the NFF are really involved in this list. But one thing I know is very imperative is the fact that I know there's no way that Eric Chelle would have just come in, like he's a new coach on the job, without the help of the technical crew. But Igwamo is debunking the news saying he has attended a lot of FIFA seminars where they say the manager is the one in charge of the list. So Igwamo is saying now, if you want to point any blame about the list, let's put the blame on Chelle. So they are single-handedly taking themselves up. Do you think that the NFF are really involved in this list?
Yeah, there are some names over time that when they make the Super Eagles, you will not be surprised when someone like Pinnick will come out tomorrow and tell you that it's my slot.
We've heard that before.
We've heard that before.
Right.
So, in the case of Eric Chelle,
right,
he's coming into a situation where he's more or less, the job is even bigger than him. In terms of, yes, in terms of the brand the Super Eagles has. Take a look at his CV. The Super Eagles is the biggest job he has handled.
Right.
And he has not even started. So there were never going to be a situation where he will not want to bow to those who have given him the opportunity to coach a very big country like the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where he already understands there are a lot of politics going on. Take, for instance, we continue to talk about quota system. Players like Omar Sadiq, Alassane Yusuf. Alassane Yusuf is playing the MLS. I don't know what much he has been doing in the MLS.
Just even returned from injury.
He just returned from injury, but he walks into the team. On what merits? Head of Chris Santos, who have been knocking on the door, he did well last weekend against Atletico Madrid.
Big game. They won the game.
Yeah, they won that game.
Goals.
So those are the yardstick we expect the Super Eagles coach to use.
The criteria for selection.
Yeah, the criteria for selection. But already if we're having faults in the selection process, that means we are going into a situation where we're asking questions about the quality of the team.
So let me put it to you.
Okay.
You mean Igwamo is lying?
That's the truth. You can't expect Igwamo to come on air and tell you that he told Eric Chelle the players to use. There's no how. It's just like a blind man coming, or let me say a stranger coming to a land. You surely ask questions for directions. There's nothing wrong. You can point him and say, these are the players I've been using. These players will be able to do. What do you want to play? You want to play 4-3-3? You want to play attacking option? These are the players who have been doing it very well. At least you have been seeing some clips and so on. Advise him and somehow lure him to pick some players. And of course, the NFF president and co will have a meeting and send him some list of names. That these names must not be missed. Must not miss that list, whether you like it or not, or else we can sacrifice 5 minutes to the job. And the NFF can do it. They can say that he was not satisfied with the terms anymore. Egwuatu, go ahead.
This is you're saying. This thing you're saying. Does it happen?
See.
Sorry. If he complained about interference in Mali, and Mali, when it comes to football and the branding, you cannot wait with the Super Eagles. Is he going to come to the Super Eagles and?
So my question is, does this thing really happen?
If they happen, Baba.
I mean, if you ask, does this thing happen?
If it's happened.
If they happen,
does it happen?
I bet you just confirmed that Maju Pinnick said
it's my
slot. I know about Maju Pinnick, but I'm just saying, like, we have a new coach. Is it possible they can impose on a new coach?
Come on, man.
See, even
it's my slot. Whether old or not, it's my slot.
Is it a political affair now?
Oh well, if you want to say that, that's what it is.
Because when you say it's we know politics campaign.
But that's what he said.
It's in football as well.
It's politics. I mean, Amaju is one man who, in the entire sport administrator in this country
Presently.
that has done something. I mean, he just missed out in the on the FIFA Council seat. Right?
Just 1 point.
This man is very good with politics. He understands the politics of sports. And if you remember, during our Libya saga, he was the one who was pushing Musepe that go ahead, nothing they happen.
A whole lot of support.
If you also remember, during the election to unseat to bring in Ahmad, the man who Musepe replaced, Ahmad, he was a critical member of the persons that pushed Ahmad to become chairman of CAF. So he understands politics when it comes to politics. So saying he's my slot is not far-fetched from a man like that. My point is this, right? Look at the Chan Eagles list. But Kayode Bankole is not even part of the goalkeepers. That's supposed to be Super Eagles team B.
Where was it? I mean, okay, you put this now to Daniel Ogumode.
No, it's simple.
Let's even get it right. Who could be doing this now?
It is still the NFF we are saying. If we are looking at the team, he couldn't make the Chan list because he's not the number 1 goalkeeper of Remo Stars. So why is he good enough to be the 3rd choice goalkeeper of the Super Eagles going to critical game?
What could be the criteria of selection of this Chelsea?
My slot.
What?
My slot. Obviously, because why on earth will Frank Onyeka miss out on the list and then we have Hassan Yusuf?
Okay, I don't know. I will just try to get you part of the Super Eagles at this point. Because me, I don't talk before. Say, if you get what you do, then maybe they forgive him. I don't know what could be the criteria of selection, but I think one thing about football is stats. STATS works out for me. Your stats calls for you. Your stats make people see you. See, Desert is not just scoring goals in mere games, big games. Against Man United, go away and score 7. Maguire go pay school fees. I don't talk before.
Stop rubbing it in.
Not true. No, Maguire go pay school
fees. The thing is that Sir Desert does not have a godfather who speaks.
He does not have a godfather.
That's the thing.
He doesn't have somebody who will push for him.
All these people where they to get godfather.
Yes, all of them, even up to Osimhen.
God bless you.
The thing is that
even up to Osimhen.
The thing is that if you have a godfather that can push the right buttons for you, fine. I have no issues. If someone like Amaju Pinnick said that Osimhen must play in the team, true. Because the quality proves that is good enough.
Yeah, true.
The reason why Amaju Pinnick had the boldness to come and say that Ahmed Musa was a slot because at the 2014 World Cup, 2018 World Cup, he scored goals. He was crucial to the quality of the team. I did being flopped. Like let me say Yakuba Egbini when he flopped at the Korea game. Imagine the coach will now say, and the NFL president will now say he was my slot. Will he be proud to say that? No. So imagine Tanimu. Till today we've been trying to find out who made sure that Tanimu made the list. Nobody has come out to say he's my slot. It's because even with their own conscience, they know that this thing is not right. But just from the fact that we missed out on the last World Cup. The last World Cup, we did not play at the last World Cup. And we are still toying with the opportunity of being at the next World Cup. It's like there's a plan somewhere by those who run the NFF that Nigeria should not be a part of the next 2 World Cups. Maybe there's something that, not true. Victor Boniface was not scoring. You know, all of it, there's a mess of everything.
Okay, so I think
it's really sad.
Jerry is really not happy about this very sad one. If you talk about the Super Eagles, there's a whole lot to look into. You've heard it, because for that reason, that's one of the things, tribalism and the rest of that is really affecting our affairs. And you can attest. So even if I'm saying it's not the true one, the fact states it. You can see it, it's stated already. So many things have happened in the past, and I feel like it's high time we stop some of these things. But regardless, let's still move on and talk about the inclusion and exclusion. Now we have the news from the Nance, the Ligue 1 side, where Moses Simon is ruled out for this very big game. Ankle injury, he's been on the gym, but not really fit enough. So the manager have said he has to stop. He can't even play for now. So in that list, he will be omitted as well. So we have Taylor out to Nariga replacing. Now, guys, let's talk about Moses Simon, a very key player in the national side. His assist is second to none in the French league. And this is a big boost for their club side to keep him, because personally it's a club news. But I'm looking at it from the Nigerian perspective. We're going to miss him. Who are we expecting? Would it be a like for like? If you ask me my opinion, I might say Ejuke, just saying. But that is his like for like. We've seen Torunariga coming in to replace Taylor, who is a forward. And so, you can tell me, who are you expecting? Let's even know who gets it right. We won't know who they work for NFF for SIA. Who go replace this guy? Now we say this Simon don't get injury.
First question is, why is Chidera Ojuke not part of the list first?
Like I'm shocked. Like I'm sure.
Like why is Chidera Ojuke?
Like I'm very sure.
Like how? Fingers. 2. I should have mentioned 3. That's Samuel Chukwueze, but we know he's not in good shape at this point. So we have two that we can look at and say these guys are good enough. They will always be a menace to any defense. But we see what he does.
Anytime,
every day. Now, why you're okay? You want to play with flank, right? You have to get two on the right, which is Samuel Chukwueze and Nathan Tella, and then you say you have someone and Ademola Lookman.
Right.
How on earth is Ejuke missing in that list? You took Sadiq Omar, you took Boniface, and you took Osimhen as the three center forward.
Arokodare, I think we have 4 of them there.
Arokodare, right. Why can't you replace one of them with Ejuke?
If you want to replace, who should it be?
See,
who should it be?
I can replace Boniface easily.
Yeah, right.
But if you say you want to leave Boniface because of experience and exposure, because it's a big game, then you can. No, I'm just saying. Yes.
What experience does not give us any goal.
In Europe,
no, what I'm saying is sometimes, right? This sort of players. I mean, what happens on the field, right? The result we see is a reflection of what happened off.
The team has done well when Victor Boniface is not even there.
I'm saying
better.
That
they have done better when Victor Boniface is not in the setup. Take a look at the Nations Cup. He was injured and out. When he was available during the World Cup qualifiers to deputize for Victor Osimhen, he failed woefully.
See, we can have him in the team. The same way we have.
I think he's been given chance.
We can have him in the team. We can have him in the team the same way we're going to have Tolu, who might end up not playing any of the games.
Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That if you must even bring in. Why is Ejuke absent?
And Ejuke just scored a goal last weekend.
See, forget his goal. That guy is a problem.
Let's talk about his trouble, the trouble he brings.
Okay, so let me get you right. Ejuke should be replacing him.
I mean, okay, if they know what they're doing.
Your opinion.
Honest truth, just like he said, I want to align with what he said. And the truth is, I still wonder why we are trading quality for mediocrity. That is the exact thing we're doing with the NFL, with the Super Eagles. And it's quite painful because this is a nation that loves football. I mean, one of the only things that will keep thousands of Nigerians together is football. And when we're not getting results, we keep bringing back all of those memories. He spoke about psychology. The psychology of the Super Eagles right now is nothing more and shorter than get a win anyhow. Ejuke has been delivering when it comes to disturbing defenders, and he's been doing it week in, week out. Why exclude such a player? We know his pedigree when it comes to the Euros, which of course we saw with him and of course his teammates in Bayer Leverkusen. But we're talking about African football.
Right.
A player like Ejuke that consistently have been doing it week in, week out.
Okay, so that's Ejuke. Okay, so Jerry, I'm not going to be asking you that question. It's a different ball game. Everybody knows Ejuke. If Ejuke does not get a call up now that Simon is out, what would that be called?
Yeah, we're putting ourselves in a difficult situation.
More trouble
that
for
means
Lookman.
Ademola Lookman will have to play from the left. And what that means is that if Ademola Lookman option is not working, the coach will be in a fix on who is going to play in that position. So you'll have to try something and hope and pray that it works out.
Pray. We shall not pray again.
Yes, because now we have to resort to prayer and calculation. Let me now tell you one thing.
Right.
I'm of the opinion that if, for instance, peradventure there's any situation where that game ends in a draw, Eric Chelle should take the next flight from Rwanda and don't appear for the Zimbabwe game.
Just like that.
Yes, and the NFF should not even bother. They should just arrange home-based players to play Zimbabwe and just forget about the rest of the qualifiers. And whoever that presidential task force, the money they spend, they should start giving us accounts. Yes, they should start investigating them as soon as possible. Because anything other than 3 points in that game is as good as goodbye.
Honestly.
So it's pretty interesting that the NFF is still toying with that Rwanda game and
trading quality with mediocrity, like we don't know what we're talking about.
Okay, so we need guys to hold on.
Kizzy, you said I should investigate.
Yes, that's that work. Yes, investigate.
I remember you said something in December. In I think in your one of the shows in Sports Republic, 12 billion IFC investigation. How far? This is March.
I think that's investigating.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Is he working for AFCC? Has he told you? Has he shown his ID card?
I just asked you.
Well, I think according to reports, we learned that investigation is still ongoing. But
I'll ask you in June. Don't worry.
And I hope by then you've stopped investigating. All right, so guys, you've heard it from the guys we have in the studio. Of course, no one is really happy about the story. David E, Jerry, Ikechukwu, they're not happy about the story. But I don't know what you make about that. You can also drop it on the comment section so we can get your take. Let's know how you feel about this said one. Do you smell Godfatherism? Do you see that there's something fishy about the Nigerian Football Federation? Because let's even say it right, sometimes we don't even mind how we are seen outside. I said it to friends that how would people see a Cyril Desert when your club side players are leading their club to national side that did well, and in Nigeria they're not called you, even if not called to go at this point in time. If I get last when I want to NFL, I advise the sharply in 10 seconds.
Even if not chicken, then God, Mo shall win. Even if not chicken.
Anyhow,
Mo shall win.
David,
that's the only story they can tell us. All these things. You
forgive them if we can win this match.
Mo just win the 2 matches.
Go walk up. Jerry, have a word to them.
The board should all write their resignation letter and put it in their pockets ahead of the game against Rwanda. If we draw, they should tender it and let's have a new board. Or if we win, they should wait for Zimbabwe game. Every game, they should take the resignation letter along with them. Immediately we don't qualify for the World Cup, they should just sign it, drop it, and leave.
All right, that's like an ultimatum. David, quickly, let's get you on that.
Well, the one thing I want to say is just simple. Stop trading quality with mediocrity. It's far too long. It got be like when you talk say person a master's degree holder. You can't send a mail, you can't go wash plate for one canteen, waiting for that corner where they chop for that.
Okay, it's time for this. Thank you so much, guys. This is the weekend kickoff. It comes your way again, hopefully for Saturday. I would like to say it this way: use and dump for relationship. Not be saying I don't condemn go pack, but that's just what it is. Let's wait to know how it goes. This is the show that gives you that information that you need to do. You need to have just to be noted and notified. But we do it again, hopefully when we return for Saturday, just like we are here doing it. My name is Kizzy K. I remain the only football analyst without a jersey. I'll see you again next week, Saturday. Safe.
Who is the best African player of all time?
Of all time, I'll be biased and I'll go for Abedi. But I'll go for Abedi. Yes, Ghanaian connection. Yes.
The best African player of all time is Essien.
I'm gonna split some hairs now. It's gotta be Yaya Toure.
Is it?
It has to be for what he did in the Premier League. I know a lot of people are gonna be cussing me here. The dominance that he's shown in the Premier League and for Ivory Coast. Yeah.
For me, the greatest player of all time, Yaya Toure, is the best midfielder. Him and Aboutrika from Egypt. What he's done with Manchester City was amazing in 4 years and didn't get one time best Premier League player. It's sad, but for me, he's the best player.
Mine is Mohamed Salah because I am Egyptian. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but what he's done in the Premier League is remarkable. I don't think in my lifetime I'll see another Egyptian player ever achieve that, so I've got to show him love.
I'll say Samuel Eto'o. Achievements for club, achievement for country, individual achievements as well.
I think I will agree with him. He was a brilliant player, exciting to watch as well, putting Africa on the map worldwide.
Name of football players from A to Z. A.
Ademola Lookman, Atlanta.
B.
Badashile, Chelsea.
C.
Cole Palmer, Chelsea.
D.
Declan Rice, Arsenal.
E.
Eddie Militao, Real Madrid.
F.
Federico Valverde, Real Madrid.
G.
Gavi, Barcelona.
H.
Haaland, Man City.
Oh my God.